Yeah, ready to go. Yeah, stages look really good condition, so can't wait to get into them, to be honest with you. So quite good few runs at the shakedown yesterday, so we're really happy with the car, so ready to get going.
I don't want to talk about the event. Everybody's been talking about it. I was wondering what else can we talk about. How were the B&B? How were the digs? Were they good?
B&B was good. I got a nice flat up in Twynham, so no, right opposite Hayton Coulthard's yard. It was excellent. Plenty kind of space to kind of park up and stuff, and nobody snored, so it was good.
Managed some breakfast this morning?
Yeah, no hassle. To be honest with you, last night was probably the best sleep I've had of the season, which is saying something. I think I was quite calm, so it's been good.
Got everything, got my boots on, and I'm watching Gary's back bumper right now. Hopefully I'll not see it in the stages. I hope it's a clean fight today. I hope the first 5 cars finish today and everybody has a good run and a good end to the championship. And we'll see what happens.
So for you today, it has to be an 8th win.
It's got to be an 8th win today, which is not undoable, but it's just seeing what it is. Gary's going first on the road, so it's maybe rightly so. He is leading the championship, so I'm quite happy for that. I can follow his lines, which will be interesting, see what happens, so that'll be good.
Good, yeah, really good. Last round of the championship, just looking forward to enjoying it. It's going to be a bit skittery, so it should be good fun.
You were pushing on yesterday at the test day when I saw you.
Yeah, we did. We just purposely just did 2 or 3 runs just to break the cobwebs, and that was it. So.
And you'll be hoping to spoil the party a bit and get in the podium today.
Yeah, as ever, you can't. We can try. We'll get as close as we can. That's all we can do.
Spent the day in the rain yesterday, so I'm sponsored by Soothers today.
You sound good too.
Oh yeah, good job. I'm not co-driving today, I'll tell you.
And you had a late night, early morning.
Yeah, we've had about 2 hours sleep. Car started misfiring yesterday after the test day. I felt a wee bit down in power all day, but other than that it was fine. And then tried everything last night, and the last thing to try was injectors about 1:30, and we tried them, and there we go, boof, away it went.
6 stages to decide the fate of the SRC driver's title as Pearson heads the field into SS1. It's a conservative start for the champion-elect with 3rd fastest on the opener. Into SS2 and he makes his move, 10 up on anyone else, followed by 2nd fastest on 3 to arrive at service with a 7-second lead. It was Armstrong who struck first with fastest on SS1 before dropping 10 seconds to Pearson on 2. Taking 1 back on 3, the Impreza headed into service 7 seconds behind.
Into long at left 5 in at late and right 7 plus no cut. Left 6 in. Crest left 4 minus opens and tightens left 4 in. Crest tight right 3 no cut. Crest tight right 3 no cut. It's going tidy into long and right 8 in confirmed, into left 5 in. 5 confirmed, 70 danger ahead, so left 2 over crest and no cut.
Last month's Grampian stages saw the resurgence of Bruce McCombie and Michael Coates, and I'm happy to see that's continuing at the other end of the country. Bruce having a fantastic opening loop to hold 4th, only 12 seconds back from Faulkner. Former Hills winner Mark McCulloch was continuing his run of good form, 1 second back from McCombie, and determined to end his season on a high. Another second back, Greg McKnight continued his 4-wheel drive apprenticeship with another fantastic start, proving he's as good in an Evo as a Mark II Escort. One of the big stories before the rally was Andrew Gallagher's new mount, an ex-Carlos Sainz Ford Focus.
I guess this might be quite an exciting event for you today, Andrew.
Probably the most exciting event I've done.
You had a bit of a play in it yesterday. Was that the first time in anger?
Aye, first time in gravel anyway, with a bit of shot in the tar at the Ignition Festival in Glasgow, and that was a bit different going up the woods in this, especially sitting on this side.
And the new car was going well. 7th overall after 3 stages, Andrew was rapidly learning the left-hand drive game and making plans for a second loop charge. Also to be decided, Challengers champion. And top challenger after 3, Ian Wilson was absolutely flying in his Impreza, with Keith Riddick alongside. The local crew were having their best four-wheel drive run yet. An Evo 10 in Scotland usually means Barry groundwater. On this occasion, however, Wayne Sisson had made the trek up north to play with the Scottish guys. With Neil Shanks alongside, Wayne was only 2 seconds back from Wilson at service. Rounding out the top 10, only 4 seconds back from Sisson, Alistair Graham and Laura Stewart were leading Group N and second in the Challengers, both championships that they could win. 10th was an excellent start in the Evo 9.
Yeah, it's been good. It's not been without a couple of dramas here and there, but been enjoyable. Stages are in fantastic nick, so enjoying it. Obviously, we need to be first or second today, so there's a good distance to third at the moment. I think it's about 40 seconds, so it's really just trying to manage that gap and hopefully everything goes to plan.
No, we're on it. Gary's just in front of us and no more, so a good bit of pressure. It's actually good and interesting lines that he's taken as well, so there's a bit to go, and I think a lot of cars are coming out with punctures in that third stage or the second stage, so we're still to go back in there, so there's a bit to do, but I mean Gary can't back off, but he can back off, so it's up to him. I want to win it, so.
Okay, first stage was a bit of a challenge. The notes didn't particularly work out for us. We ended up getting mixed up between us, dropped 4 or 5 seconds, but last 2 worked out well. It's as hard as we can go.
Yeah, stage is good.
Stage is good, a bit loose in places, but not any worse for the rain, so it's been good. Small problem with the diff pump, which they're just trying to sort. We've got a boot full of diff oil at the moment, but I'm sure it's sortable.
We've had a good enough morning. First 2 stages was spot on. Third stage we had a wee half spin, bit of a mistake on my part. But generally the stages are good and quick, fast really. So hopefully this afternoon will be the same.
Out for the second loop, and Armstrong fights back. Second fastest on 4 before taking 14 out of Pearson on stage 5 to lead with 1 stage remaining. The big question is Pearson backing off to ensure the title, or is there something wrong? 14 seconds in 1 stage is a lot to drop, although everything looks fine from the side of the road. Back on board with Faulkner, and Mike is living dangerously.
Left 5 in.
No harm done as the BSW crew arrive at the end of the stage. But that is drama. That's Pearson, with the bonnet up. And is that smoke coming out of the car? The title story may not be over yet. Also making a move, McCulloch and Hendry were now only 15 seconds back from Faulkner and on a charge. You can't discount McCombie either, 5th and in a perfect position to strike if either Faulkner or McCulloch falter. Four seconds back from the green Evo, Greg McKnight was still having a good run and was now 49 seconds up on Gallagher and Nichols' Focus. Four seconds back from the Ford came Sisson and Shanks, still running well on their MRF tyres. Now challenging the Evo 10, Quinton Milne and Sean Donnelly were entertaining the crowds and themselves in their Mark II Escort. The prospect of possibly beating the four-wheel drive car was spurring Quinton to push beyond the normal limits, in a fantastic display of rear-wheel drive rallying. Two seconds back and still top challengers, Wilson and Riddick continued to shine on their home stages, the Subaru going better than we've ever seen before. Still to be decided this weekend, the Scottish Women's Championship. 3 drivers are in with a shout: Lindsay Henderson, Gina Walker and Caroline Carslaw. First to depart the fray was Henderson, a gearbox full of neutrals putting the Subaru out. She was quickly followed on the same stage by Walker, this impact breaking a drive shaft and putting the C2 out of the event. But keeping her cool, Carslaw survived to take her second ladies' title on her final event as a Ford driver. Subaru Power beckons for 2017.
So wee bit slow to start, first 2 stages, but by stage 3 we were kind of back into it and got back into our rhythm again, so that was good. Felt good.
I believe the car's sold.
Car is sold, this is my last event. I'm quite sad actually, so it's been a lovely wee car to drive. It's built by Bob Moreland, and every time I've seen Bob at a rally he's come over, passing the bonnet and be like, this car will get you to the end, and it has. Basically no problems with that car, so onwards and upwards though. The car is now sold, moving on to a Subaru.
Right.
So a bit of a step up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we'll see how we manage.
In the Scottish Two-Wheel Drive Championship, Thomas Gray and Dave Robson took third this time out. Second went to the Flying Angus Lorry and Paul Gribben. Taking the maximum points and wrapping up the overall championship, Grant Ingalls and Robert Gray rounded off one of their best years in rallying with 23rd overall. In the SRC Challengers, Alistair Graham and Laura Stewart managed third this time out. Not enough to win the Challengers Championship, but they had the consolation of taking the 2016 Group N crown. Dropping to 11th over the final stage, Ian Wilson managed second in the Challengers this time out. And taking a fantastic Challengers win and 10th overall, Michael Binney and Claire Mole in the Revo 5. But doing enough to wrap up the Challengers Championship, Scott McCombie and Mark Fisher battled back after a slow start to finish 14th overall in the event. A regular visitor to the hills, Irishman Seamus O'Connell took a solid 9th overall in the Big Escort. One second ahead at the finish, Wayne Sisson and Neil Shanks secured 8th overall. And fulfilling his goal of beating Sisson, Quinton Milne and Sean Donnelly grabbed the top two-wheel drive spot on the event and a fantastic 7th overall. Andrew Gallagher and Jane Nichol managed a solid 6th on their Focus debut. The car a big hit with the spectators, and Andrew as well. A minute up were McCombie and Coots. Next stop, Wales Rally GB. Just 8 seconds ahead of McCombie, Greg McKnight had another fantastic run on one of his local events. That just left the top 4 to be decided. At the end of the final stage, Robbie Pearson was waiting to celebrate his brother's championship win. But then came the text message. Do you remember that smoke from Pearson's Fiesta? Amazingly, with one stage remaining in the season, the ultra-reliable car had given up the ghost, and Pearson and Mitchell were stranded at the roadside. The only consolation for the team was Robbie's co-driver's crown. A cruel end to a great season. Snatching third then, and finally getting that elusive podium they've been chasing all year, it was a great day out for Mark McCulloch and Michael Hendry, in Mark's backyard.
that's been a great result today. After, to be fair, yesterday we didn't even think we were going to make the start of the rally, and it wasn't until 2 o'clock this morning we thought we had a chance. So to come away with a podium in the last round, I'm chuffed to bits.
And it's been a pretty good championship year, you know, you've stepped up the car again compared to last year's, and the pace has been there right from the word go. Yeah, it really has. We had a good run in the Snowman, and then had a couple of teething issues earlier on when we got in the gravel, but after that it's come good, and to be mixing it with guys like Mike and Jock, I'm over the moon, to be honest. Couldn't be any happier. Michael, for your side of the car, how did he drive today?
A bit slow in the morning maybe, but he fair picked it up after service, and fair play, he was pushing. That's probably the best we've went all season.
Taking their best finish of the season, second overall gave Faulkner and Foy third in the championship standings. Yet another points podium for the most consistent crew in Scottish rallying.
It was good to come back and get back on the pace. No problems, and it's been a good battle with Mark, and really enjoyed the day. And
Peter, Madagascar to Castle Douglas to get second place, that's pretty good.
The sun's shining, isn't it? That's all that matters today, isn't it? The guys have done a great job pulling the event together after yesterday's torrential rain. It's great to have a bit of sunshine and come back with the podium. Second's great.
Jock Armstrong is about to learn that he is the champion.
Well, they do say it's never over till it's over, eh?
I don't know if it's over, is it?
Well, Robbie Pearson was here 5 minutes ago and got a text from his brother to say that he's out, he's retired.
No way.
It's never over till it's over, guys.
Jock and Paula, Jock, your 8th Hills win. Paula, your 2nd with Jock. After a few mistakes at the Grampian, today must have been mistake-free, right?
Yeah, we did okay today, never really put anything wrong, did we?
Do you ever make mistakes?
Well, I don't. Paula makes the mistakes, and I just have to kind of correct him as best I can. But no, you never do any mistakes today. She covered up well, so we did fine. No mistakes today. Game on. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah.
And Paula, you've won it 2 times now with Jock, and he said he didn't make any mistakes. What about from your side of the car?
Oh well, I noticed far many more, lots of mistakes from his part, and obviously none from mine.
Yeah.
So at the start of the year, Jock, I said you were the reigning defending Scottish Rally champion, but this really was like a proper heavyweight boxing match this year. Some serious competition.
Yeah. No, I'm pleased, and it's no default or anything. It's been rallied right to the end, so it couldn't make the championship any better. There's a lot of people who'll be thinking it's a good championship to be in. I think it's a good championship to be in, so quite proud to be here and proud to be in the car I'm in and winning it. So really pleased. Reliability's there, and that's a key to the whole thing. So. Well done, Paula, well done, Teg, team, everybody, fantastic.
And a couple of words for Gary, who pushed you, let's face it, to the last stage of the last rally.
Oh man, Gary's been giving me headaches. Woke up this morning at 3 o'clock dreaming of Gary. So people will be thinking there was something going on maybe, but no, Gary's drove very well. For his year in the championship, he's came well, and his pace is brilliant. So.
Yet another win on the event and sponsors, and a remarkable 2nd Scottish title. It doesn't get much better than that if you're Jock Armstrong.